Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over the home tab of the workbook. I refer to this as a tab. I guess it's really the home worksheet of the workbook. The first section is user config data. So you'd actually enter your company name here and enter the full address here. And we have these cells associated with named ranges. So that's how this cell, for example, gets populated. We can see that named range there is a company name. You'd also find this, for example, over here. That's the same thing right there. And then, for example, on the reports, we have the a company name variable is there, and we have a underscore full address there. So the named range functionality is common in both Excel and Google Sheets. Pretty much all spreadsheets have it. And to get home, I might come over this way. Actually, I could just click on the tab. If you had any reason to, you could enter more named ranges here. If you wanted to do some additional work with named ranges, you could do that right there. The next section down is a manual list of all the tabs in this workbook, or all the worksheets in this workbook. So I had to create all these manually. The workbook doesn't do this automatically. I have a numbering system here that works off of the rows. So if you actually slide things down, it'll actually adjust the numbers for you. You just have to populate the cells. So that's kind of a cool little trick. The other thing that you should notice here is the on-off status information related to switches. I haven't talked about these a whole lot. As I started building the worksheet out, it started to bog down some from a resource perspective. It started to slow down a little bit, especially when I had everything running, because when you change one thing, it's actually updating 5 or 10 or 15 different reports that you didn't need to be updated in real time. So I started adding switches to turn things on and off. You can see the status of the switches here, but you have to actually go to the worksheet itself to turn the items on and off. So for example, if I wanted to turn the balance sheet on, I would click here, click on the link, and it just happened to land on the switch right there. It doesn't always do that. That's just good fortune here. So I could turn it on there, and like I said, if I wanted to turn it off, you can see it's off right there. And to get back home, I can come home this way. So for another one, let's say I wanted to turn this one on, I could come over here and turn that on. Okay, let's get back home here. And then as we scroll back down this sheet a little further, the bottom we have a little bit of information about license and copyright here, and then we have a link to the Zap accounting software website at the bottom.